disappointed that we have now determined that Jonathan is associated with the Proudfoots, that Jonathan is now working side by side with SF, Cluminati, all of them, in an effort to aid the Proudfoots. I did get that from a very reliable source that that is now going on, that he most likely, I told you, it sounded like what Katie was doing smelled like JLR all day long. And everybody's like, no, it's SF. And I'm like, no, this is, because even with the copyright stuff, I felt like that was JLR in SF's ear. And but I don't know that for a fact. But this one, you know, because I can see, because he did this to me. You know, he was very manipulative to me, and I can see exactly what he's saying. You want to bring them in. You want to, you know, bring them out of their comfort zone. I bet you he used that line on whoever talked these people into doing it. He set them up. He set them up. He knew that I would catch wind of this, and he didn't care. So he's just now, I don't know if he's going to act like he's working for them to elicit information. All these people are. I mean, SF turns on parents almost on the daily. Look at what he did to Kylie Rodney's family. Look what he did to that boy out in Utah. Loose, whatever. What was his name? The 19-year-old that was the farmer. I don't know why I'm envisioning his face. Well, he turned on his mother and started saying he was going to go after her and starting to expose her. He did the same thing to Layla Santanella's mom, Jennifer Santanella. These are not good people. These are not wholesome people. These are people that are willing to commit crimes in an effort to aid them in their whatever they're doing online. Okay. I don't know what else to say. I was disheartened, but I knew that what, you know, JLR had gotten his feelings hurt from Seth because he basically kicked him to the curb along with his entire team, and so his entire team has been attacking Seth nonstop since that moment. And now that I'm involved, and obviously JLR being my ex, and us, you know, him trying to destroy me as a human being and trying to help aid and other creators destroying my channel, he has gotten even more on the bad side of things in an effort to hurt me because he got caught having an affair on his current girlfriend or with me. You know, I was in a relationship with him and he cheated on me for a year with this other girlfriend. So there's a lot of hostility here, and why does he keep attacking Seth? I truly don't believe he believes half the crap that's coming out of his mouth, but it's to hurt me. And I don't know why he's going to work with people like the Proudfoots, but he has made he has decided to switch sides, and he is literally helping the Proudfoots any way that he can possibly help them behind the scenes, including running bad stories about Seth in an effort to do that. So, and he never brings any real receipts. He says, look at this, look at that, but it's never really any legitimate receipts that have gone through the court records and have had any findings. And now he's calling him a pedo, and it's like, you know what? If you guys even knew who this man truly was, not Seth, I'm talking about JLR, you guys would understand that this man is rotten to the core. And I'm not going to sit here and keep bad mouthing him and stuff like that. You guys will find out. Just keep watching how he acts for this particular case predominantly, because I'm involved in it. SF has been trying to get me to work with him for 2 years, and I have refused. And I told him I do not work with internet PIs, and then all of a sudden he started changing and attacking me for no reason. I even stuck up for him when they were attacking him on the Kylie Rodney case, but it didn't really matter. You know, as soon as you refuse to work with the pompous asshole, he wants to turn on you and start attacking you and exposing you, right? That's what he keeps doing to all these families that don't want to work with him or decide to fire him from the job because he does horrible work. He's never found the 15 people he said he's found. I've confirmed that. He has found some people, but that's not, and that's through, he never even got off his ass. He found them through using his telephone. He never went out there to look. He never did actual PI work. You know, I'm not going to get into it. But these are the people that are now working with the Proudfoots and now trying to destroy me, and also the ones that had the hand in this whole protective order catastrophe on their part that made Katie and Chris and their family look like total idiots, and like they care more about me than they did their own son. So whatever PR stuff that they were trying to do backfired on them, and I know for a fact it was JLR, and verbatim what he was telling him. You want to pull her out. You want to pull her out. You want to take her out of her comfort zone. I can already tell you the pitch that he gave him. You know why? Because it's the same pitch he gave me. Just saying. I could tell you everything about this man. I was with him for 2 years. You know? And at the end of the day, he's setting up the Proudfoots. He hasn't done anything good for them. All he's done is cause them problems, and they're still going to listen to him because they think he's their friend. Well, this doesn't look like a friendly move to me. You just got your ass handed to you on a silver platter, Proudfoots. Way to go. That's why now you know why Seth dumped this team. They're horrible and awful. And they do stupid stuff that causes people problems. And that's why they're not involved with Seth at all. And that's why they're attacking him nonstop. And of course, with me coming out and throwing everybody's dirt, and that's exactly what it is, their dirt, like they brought it on themselves. I just happen to know about it. You know, you attack Seth, I'm going to drop the truth bombs on you. While you're lying about Seth, I'm going to tell the truth about you. And I told you that. And you guys haven't heard me talk about this man. I don't talk about him. I let him go. If he's going to stay away and not cause any more problems for the investigators in this case, then I have nothing to say about him. But as soon as he starts coming, I'm going to start telling you guys about how he put his parents in jail. I'm going to start telling you about the 300-pound woman that he was banging so she would protect him from the law enforcement back in the 90s so he wouldn't have to be arrested. Her name's Kim, by the way. You know, I've got a lot of truth about this man. Okay? And if he wants to keep lying about Seth, he can do so. I really don't care. I have the truth. I have receipts about him. And I don't mind putting them out there. How do you think I knew about J is for Justice and him? You know? So he's a dirty dog, and now he's literally trying to cause interference at the benefit of the Proudfoots. Does this sound like a guy that really cares about the truth? Does it sound like this is the guy that really cares about the victim? Or is this the person that appears to look like all he wants to do is seek and destroy Seth? An innocent father. And he's sitting there trying to make him a suspect because his new clients, the Proudfoots, look horrible because of his own advice that he gave him. Now he has no choice but to do damage control for him. And they can make memes about me and their private group to 40,000 people, but I can tell you many people are done and over their bullshit. Their whole team's bullshit. Because they're seeing how horrible they are, how biased they are, and how unprofessional they are. Everybody's seeing that on these streets. Everybody. It's not just a few people. Like literally all of the major outlets that used to actually take him serious have turned their backs on him. Okay? All of the people that used to have some type of respect for his journalistic, his gonzo journalistic work, have completely they want nothing to do with him. Jonathan Lee Riches will never be on mainstream media ever again because of his shenanigans. Okay? They want nothing to do with him. Nothing. He's not going to be advocating for people. They're not going to be taking his footage. They're not going to do anything. They want nothing to do with him in Magnolia because they're so disgusting. Oh, I heard about it. That's why I started posting. I told him every time he lies about Seth, I'm going to put truth serum out about him. I told him that to his face. And so he decided to go and power out for a little bit and not say anything, but see his numbers are taking a nosedive, right? He's having crap numbers. And so the only way he can get his audience built back up for this case is to lie and to have more made up allegations. Like I told you, him and his team make up this stuff. J for Justice, T-Rev, all of them, okay? They have all manufactured information to run stories, and this is no different. And you know what? I proved it to you guys. T-Rev, that I tried telling you was happening. Everybody called me a liar until the proof was in the pudding and the things started unraveling and people could truly see that they were making this stuff up. They were having friends call in and having these salacious conversations about this stuff, literally causing interference in a case, and all for profits and clicks and views. And then they sit there and attack me because I want no part of it. Just saying. I watched the Vinny news 20 damn times. Wow. Didn't he get the cease? Yeah, he got the cease. And that's why he's keeping a low profile, but he'll come up with it. Go look at his numbers. he hasn't been hitting the numbers that he's used to hitting. So his pocketbook's starting to hurt, and I'm pretty sure he's probably. I know he wouldn't be paying Magnolia. Magnolia's too desperate and too stupid. So he's probably just letting her, do her thing to him for payment because she's desperate. Um, I don't know. I really don't. I just know he's not coming from a place of investigative journalism. I know that he's coming from a place of hate and a place of destruction. And I told him many times his head's not in it and he needs to get his head right. And he's not gotten his head right because he's too pissed off at me because I'm throwing all of his business out there. But I told him I would if he didn't stop with the lies and the bullshit. And he didn't stop with the lies and the bullshit. All he had to do was start telling the truth and start doing actual investigative journalism again, but he hasn't. And so it's like, you know what? I'm tired of it. I've got dirt on you. 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 And if you guys want to play these games, I've told everybody that I have no problem throwing this out there. I have no problem throwing their dirt out there. None. If they're going to keep doing all of this stuff to Seth, then I'll start doing all the same stuff right back to them. The difference is their stuff against Seth is lies. My stuff against JLR, I have receipts for, including him punching his ex-girlfriend in the face, where guys had to literally pull him off. I'm friends with those guys that had to pull JLR off of that girl. They were the ones that told me. I went to the girl and asked her, and she said, yes, that did happen. And she said that she was literally bloody because of him. And I can tell you that the whole time I was with JLR, he grabbed my arm one time. I remember looking at him and said, don't ever touch me like that again. And he never touched me like that again. It was that simple. So I didn't see that side of him. But yes, there is that side of him. Got that recorded, got that on. I mean, I'm ready to hit play. I'm ready to put that out there. I've got receipts. I've got major receipts on JLR. Since he did what he did. I didn't believe any of this stuff before. But after what he did to me when I was completely blindsided, I realized that he is capable of a lot. And I wanted to be educated and find out what the hell happened and who this man is. And I found out a lot. And it scares me and it disgusts me. But you guys can keep watching him and doing whatever. I don't care. You guys will learn over time who this man is because he's a shady character. That's why he was a 3-time felon and why he went to jail for fraud. He knows what makes people tick. He was that kind of guy that got into your head and got your information directly from you. That's how good he was. So just FYI. And now he's trying to turn a whole community against Seth, and I will not let it happen. And I'm the person between him and his heathens and Seth. And he'll never be able to get over me, under me, or around me. I have too much dirt on that man for that. So we'll see how he chooses to play, but hey, you know what? I'm not opposed to going into the front of his house and doing a live there. I'm not opposed to having a bullhorn in front of his house. I'm not opposed to letting his neighbors know what kind of dog he is, because remember, his neighbors used to see me coming over there all the time, and now they see this fat, ugly lady coming over there with a smushed face. I'm sure they're probably scratching their heads saying, what's going on here? And I remember the last time I was over there, I remember the neighbors like, oh, we haven't seen you for a while. And it was just odd how his neighbor was talking to me. And I'm like, yeah, well, I've been on the road for the last several months. And she's like, oh. And I never caught wind of it. I never read her like that because I never believed that Jonathan was capable of doing that. I've never thought he was capable of lying about an innocent father either. But we're learning a lot, and I'm just ashamed. I'm ashamed that I was ever associated with him. I think he's a disgusting, vile individual that has nothing better to do. He worries about his clicks and views and about being in the spotlight more than he cares about these cases. When he was with Olivia and I got to be honest with you, it seemed to me like he actually gave a shit about the cases and the victims. And I saw him slowly get away with that, stop that. Like even in J.J. Rollins, there was a time when he would have been out in the field looking for that boy, and he wasn't doing any of that. He was just running around filming everybody. And it's like, what the hell happened to you? That was way back when that little boy J.J. Rollins disappeared, when we were out there searching. I was literally out in the woods searching while he's up there filming at the gas station. He just changed. He just changed. So I hope you guys don't listen to any of his commentary or take any of his commentary as true. He's defaming this man over crimes because he thinks he's got something. This man has never been charged, never been convicted, and it's awfully funny that this man's never been charged, never been convicted, but all of a sudden he's this horrible guy that abuses underage children, of all things. The one thing that will get a person in trouble. And I hope JLR is sued the shit out of. I know that what he did to me behind the scenes, I've got a 2-year, in one aspect, 2-year statutes of limitations, and 5 years in another one. And I will be exercising those rights against JLR. He's pushing the envelope because he knows I don't want to start another action. And I don't want to start another, but I will. If I've got to work around the clock, if I've got to start doing lives at midnight just to get my day done, that's what I will do. I'm so sick and tired of JLR and Magnolia's bullshit. I have causes of action against that man for what he did to me, and I have really tried very hard not to have to pull the trigger on it, but every single day he does this bullshit and keeps hurting this family because he's trying to hurt me, it's getting me a little closer to those courtroom doors to file that suit. And I've threatened him with it and threatened him, and he just keeps wanting to call my bluff. And I've already got literally the action typed up and ready to go. I just haven't filed it. I've been having a really hard time throwing my business out there for the whole world to see when it came to JLR. But, to be honest with you, if that's what I need to do, then it's getting to the point where that's what I'm going to have to do. I don't want to. This is my private life that's going to be in the public domain, more so than it already is. And I know there's some of the stuff that I put out there, I did that all by myself, but I needed people to understand what was going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about, And as soon as I found out, I remember going to Tennessee and talking to some people that knew Jonathan back when he was a kid. That's when I realized how bad this was going to get. And I realized that he was going to try to absolutely destroy me if he could behind the scenes, and that is exactly what he's been trying to do. And he uses other people to do it. He's a manipulator, And now he's manipulating his audience. He's manipulating an entire chat group, and I just hope everybody just stops listening to him. He's not doing anything to help Sebastian or Sebastian's case. At the end of the day, Seth was at work. Like, even the law enforcement bodies on these platforms aren't voting with what JLR is saying. There's no evidence to support what JLR is saying. But I can tell you everything that I posted, I can support 100% with literally legit receipts. Even his 300-pound girlfriend that he was, banging to hide him from the law. That was a shocker. She's a hot mess express, but again, her name's Kim. He knows that I know what the heck I'm talking about, and we're going to keep going down this. Every time he lies about Seth, I'm going to continue to put truth about JLR. The truth that he's always lied to this platform about. And people are like, I hope he sues you. Well, it's kind of funny, because in order for him to sue me, I'd have to be lying. You're talking about the most litigious man in the world. I want you guys to think about that. Does he seem to have a problem sending cease and desist letters to people? Does he seem to have a problem filing suit against other people? He doesn't. So why hasn't he filed suit against me yet? You know what I'm saying? He could do that. He has no problem any other time, but he won't with me. Why? Because I'm waiting. Whenever I cross the line and lie about him and defame him, then he'll probably sue me. But so far, we've been going about, how long now? 6 months? Still haven't received that lawsuit from him yet. Wonder why. He had no problem suing everybody else. Why not me? Just saying. Because he doesn't want the truth out there. You need to think about that. That man is a horrible man. He lies and manipulates people. He's done it his entire life, so much so he had to be thrown in jail 3 times over it. And now he's doing the same thing because a guy hurt his feelings. And now SF is going to go into this case. Now, mind you, we've all watched SF in the last 3 cases turn on the parents and start saying he's going to expose them. What do you think he's going to do to Chris and Katie? These people are so stupid that there's like literally no help for them. They just keep digging themselves in a deeper hole. They look like shit because they are shit. And I'm talking about the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox. I just heard it an hour ago from Don B's channel. It's so bullshit. You can do so much better than him. Oh, I already am. I got Delilah. Are you kidding me? I haven't dated since freaking last year, October of last year when all this shit blew up. I haven't left my house to go on it. I don't really care about guys. I got myself a dog. I'm going through some major, um, just healing from what he's done to me. And he manipulated the crap out of me. And I was none the wiser because I thought he was a good guy and he'd never do this to me, right? Yeah, what a joke. What a joke. So, he can't be trusted. It's like that thing Morgan Freeman says. It's not about the knife in your back. It's about when you turn around and see who put it there. That's it. So, anyways. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you guys don't listen to his nonsense about Seth. Seth needs our help. Seth needs our love. Seth needs our prayers. This is yet another distraction away from Sebastian Rogers in an effort to plug him and get him notoriety from his shit people that like to watch his crap channel and his crap shit because it's Jonathan Lee Riches. Ooh, I'm Bullhorn Betty. Meet me, I can tell you I don't play those type of games. I don't manufacture information to go to my channel and make up. We legit go out there and try to find the information. The only thing JLR has ever tried to help, honestly, is the Proudfoots. And he continues to do so. That is not a friendly person. That is not somebody we can respect. Anybody that has studied this case knows that there are some issues with this case, and it falls right back at that house at 1008 Stafford Court. Anybody with common sense, but apparently these two people don't have common sense, and neither does their team. It sounds like there are a lot of butthurt Bettys that got their feelings hurt and decided to turn on a man because they got their feelings hurt. So keep rocking it out. Let's keep putting the good vibes out there. Let's keep talking about Seth and Sebastian. Let's work toward a good resolution in this case. Seth believes his son is out there. His son is out there alive. I would love nothing more than to bring his son home and bring his son home alive. But we need the right people to help with this case and advocate for this case. And all these idiots want to do is sabotage this case. And I think they're all criminals. And they don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm sorry. Trev time, he ruined his reputation hanging out with a bunch of felons. I'm sorry, he did. When he started crossing the line, listen, if Seth told me tomorrow that he wants me out of this case and doesn't want me talking about it, I would walk away from the case tomorrow and never say his son's name again. Why? Because he's a parent of a kid, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here for that kid. And if that's what is said to me, then that's what I would do. There's been many cases I didn't take on. Many. Because the parents didn't like me for whatever reason. So I don't argue, right? And nor do I throw them under the bus. You know why? Because at the end of the day, there are parents that are struggling. There are parents that are grieving. There are parents that are not going to be making right decisions at this moment in time. And I would be like, you know what? Me being kind would be a lot better than me being an asshole, right? So it's I just really would have preferred the old Jonathan, but he'll never come back because just like every other abusive man, you fall in love with the man you think they are instead of who they are. And that's what happened. So anyways, guys, I really hope you guys denounce this practice of bullying an innocent father. We're not here for petty YouTube squabbles or people's hurt feelings. We're here for a victim of a crime. That victim is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and I hope we can all come together for the sake of him. If that's not something you're here for, there's always an unsubscribe button here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Please don't forget to use it on your way in or your way out. You don't have to like my commentary, and you don't have to like me. But if you're going to be here, you're going to be respectful not only to me, but to my clan of people. And if you can't do that, there's no point in you even being in the chat to begin with, because we're going to block you anyways. So I'm just going to ask everybody to please do the right thing, not because it's the easy thing to do, but because it's the right thing to do. And if you really agree with how JLR and his team have been handling this, please unsubscribe from me and just go over there and get your commentary from him. But I want nothing to do with him, and I want nothing to do with anybody that's associated with him. And that is a fact. I will never, ever have anything to do with anybody that's associated with that man. Nobody. I'm done with everybody. If you associate with JLR, I want nothing to do with you. And that is on a professional level as well. Because we're going to go somewhere while he may have some numbers, but we're going to be going somewhere. He's going to be where he's at for the rest of his life. Okay? He's not going to change. If he keeps going the way he's going, he's probably going to be back into prison. Just saying. Just my opinion as well. Anyways, you never talk about Sebastian. It's always about, oh, give me a break. You know what? Then don't be here. Kick her, like literally block her. But you keep coming here and listening to the commentary, don't you? And I'm allowed to address the things that are going on this platform, and this stuff happened today. So if you don't like the commentary, literally kick rocks. Unsubscribe from this channel, and I mean that in the literal sense. I do not need your click. I do not need your view. I could care less. I'm not in for quantity. I'm in for quality. And my team here on the Bullhorn Betty channel actually give a damn about these cases and work their ass off to find answers, even my audience members. So if you want to be here for the drama and the bullshit, kick rocks. I will address whatever is going on with me. I will address whatever's going on in this case, and I'll address what's going on with the pieces of shit that are running this case into the ground. And if you have a problem with that, again, it's called unsubscribe. Again, never gave a rat's ass about my number count, my view count. You know why? Because I truly believe you give people good content and information that they need and have to have, they will always come back. No matter what your attitude is, no matter who you are, they will always come here to get the information, whether they like you or not, because they know you're legit. And I really could give a rat's ass about your feelings about me, okay? Let me be very clear. Let me be crystal clear. I don't. You don't like me? That's your problem, not mine. There's a lot of people in this world that love me to death. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having my circle very small. You know why? Because I'm real. I don't kowtow to my audience. I don't kowtow to my members. I don't kowtow to people that sit here and provide me financial support on this channel through tips, super chats, super stickers, or anything else. We do the work that's necessary to do. The people that want the information come here to get it. So, again, I love you all. The ones that love me, the ones that don't, kick rocks. Seriously. Because you're easily replaced. Because more and more people come to this channel every day because we're done with the bullshit.